Hey cuties, welcome to my channel. My name is Quori-Tyler, aka QT, aka Books with QT, and today we are doing grandma hobbies. Anyone close to me in my life knows that I'm basically a grandma in a 26-year-old body. I love reading, I love crocheting, I love literally anything that a grandma loves. I'm a grandma. And so because of that, I decided I'm going to do a whole video where I do grandma things for a day. We're going to read, we're going to bake, we're going to crochet, and we're actually going to get a new hobby, which is, what is it called? Point and stitch or something like that. I don't know. It's like a form of crocheting, but it's like stitching on like this like thing, and you create these little patterns and stuff. I don't know, but I'm excited for it. About 2 months ago, I started crocheting these little wooble things, and I became obsessed with them. This is my favorite one. It's so cute, a little penguin. So you get these kits basically from Joann's or Michael's or wherever, and it teaches you how to crochet. And then I was obsessed, and I was like, you know what? I need to take my crocheting to the next level. So I started making a blanket, but I have not finished it. I stopped it about a month ago. Things got busy for me, and now I'm back, and I want to either finish this blanket or start a new one. This was obviously, you can see it's like pretty good for my first time, but there's some like looseness there. It gets better as it goes down. So I'm going to go to Joann's and see if they still have this fabric or this yarn that I used for this one. If not, honestly, even if they do, I might just like start over, because I feel like I'm better than that now. And so I want to get some cute yarn, and that's about it. Let's just go to the store and get the things I need to become a grandma. Let's go. Okay, first things first, we gotta get some coffee. I'm going to my favorite coffee shop, Commissary. Grandma or not grandma, I'm QT and I need a coffee. Coffee has been acquired. Iced vanilla latte with oat milk is the way to go every single time. But what is this that I'm hearing about oat milk is not good for you? Actually, I know exactly what it is. They say it's like very oily and like caloric and all this stuff, but it's the only milk alternative that I like, so I don't know what to do. I just posted my coffee on my story. One of my best friends, Rachel, just messaged me back and said, BFFR, but will you finish it? And that's the tease that I never finished my coffee. Okay, let's go to Joann's. Okay, I really like this like thick and fluffy one, but I don't love this color, but I like the idea of this. This one's really speaking to me, but this is the only like bundle of this color I see, and I know I'm gonna need like 4 or 5 of these. But then I'm like, do I go with like a taupey tan? I feel like I'm leaning towards this, but is it boring? Okay, I think I might go here. I think I'm abandoning her. I'm abandoning that one. I'm going here officially. Oh, they have more colors of this one. Honestly, I'm kind of liking this. I think I'm gonna go here. I kind of love anything with a cactus, but this doesn't have the little like cord that you put it on. Would I have to get this like separate? I'm not up on my knowledge of cross stitching. Okay, we have made it to the first grandma hobby of this video, reading. I am currently reading Funny Story. I only have about 40 pages left in the book, so I'm going to literally just sit here and binge the rest of this book. I'll let you guys know some of my thoughts, maybe, if that's cute, if that's what you're interested in. And yeah. All I have to say is, Peter, stop. was getting a little hungry, so I decided to make some soup, chicken noodle soup, because I felt like that was very grandma-y. I finished Funny Story. I'll tell you guys about it in a second, and then we'll get to knitting. I think that's next. Okay, let's talk about Funny Story by Emily Henry. I just finished watching it. I just finished reading it, and it was so good. Emily Henry just knows how to write a book. It just really always ends up coming down to that. She just knows how to write a good romance book, and she does it in a way that doesn't make you feel like you're just reading about some cheesy love story or a trope that's smushed into a book. She builds dialogue over the relationships, not only romantically, but like friendships, parental relationships, and breaking up with people, getting with new people. Like, everything just feels like it has a deeper meaning, but then you're also getting the cutesy rom-com-y type things that you love in any other romance book. So at first I didn't love our love interest Miles. I thought he was just like, I don't know, he was just a mess, basically. I loved our main character, and I felt like she deserved more than him. I realized, like, when you're going through things, everyone acts out in a different way. I loved Miles and Daphne. I think they were so cute. I loved the conflict that we had in here. Usually I hate, like, third act breakups and stuff like that, but it wasn't necessarily third act breakup in this. I don't know, it was just, it was done like no other rom-com kind of is, and I feel like that's a trend with Emily Henry. So honestly, I absolutely love this book. So that's my thoughts on Funny Story. Definitely think you should read it. I also put my like thoughts into a cohesive few sentences on Goodreads, so if you want to follow me on there. Let's move on to the second grandma hobby, and then we'll talk about what book I'm going to read next. Okay, our next granny hobby is crocheting. I am so excited to crochet a blanket. This is the yarn I ended up going with. It's like this thick, fluffy yarn. I only got 2 for right now.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
I got 2 different colors. It's okay. It's okay. I feel like they'll still go together. I'll make it like a pattern maybe. But I started out with 2 just because it's so expensive and I don't like to buy a bunch of yarn at once. Get this done and get some more. Okay, but I got this big yarn. It's like a big fluffy yarn, which I feel like is fun to make a blanket out of, because then it's just gonna be like cozy and chunky, and I love the look of a chunky blanket. So I'm gonna do this while I watch this YouTube video that kind of tells me how to start. I just have to figure out how to start, but then once I start the blanket, I know how to like keep going because it's just the same pattern back and forth. I'm also going to be listening to an audiobook. I'm listening to the audiobook of Crying in an H Mark by Michelle Zauner. I think that's how you say her name. So yeah, I'm gonna listen to that while I'm crocheting, and it's gonna be a fabulous time. It's also a little cloudy outside, so it's like very cute and comfy and cozy. Let's get to crocheting. I'm gonna start with this one. Let's get to granny task number 2.
No one ever knows where we're heading, where the story goes. You just gotta hold on to your path. What feels right in your heart and your soul. I know you always wanna do what's right. I know you rather wanna fight than fight.
So with the big yarn, it's always confusing to me knowing where like the front is versus the side or the back. But it gets so confusing. 1, with having big fluffy yarn, because everything just looks a little bit more messy. And 2, with having different colored yarn, because then it just all looks a little crazy.
Now I am down at 0. When will it ever stop? I'm only human. How am I supposed to cope? One bad decision. I'm running out of rope.
So I'm 2 rows into my little crochet blanket, and it is so hard to crochet with yarn that's this thick and this like fluffy and furry. So that took me a long time, but now I'm gonna go to Target because I have to get a few other things, but I also need to get the cake mix so that I can make my cake, because that is my next grandma hobby. I'm gonna leave this alone for now, head to Target, get the cake, come back and make a cake. I'm so excited. Okay girlies, let's head to Target and get some cake mix. Burn, burn, burn.
Heading where the story goes. I just gotta hold on.
We have made it to our third grandma hobby. I wasn't sure if I was holding up 3. We've made it to our third grandma hobby of the video, baking. Today I'm gonna be baking a super moist butter recipe yellow cake with some whipped buttercream frosting because that just felt very grandma. I honestly loved baking my whole life. I've been known to make some of the best cakes or cupcakes in town. Let me just get my zigs on. Not me trying to make it tight so I look cute. Who are you trying to impress? This apron is actually from London. We got it in when we went. Okay, do I look cute? This is so fun. Okay, first things first, let's preheat the oven. And then we're gonna start mixing. I've honestly been having the best day ever just doing grandma things all day. It's very like relaxing and therapeutic. Next, I'm going to do the stitch needling thing or whatever. And I'm just like living my best life. I'm honestly not doing anything much different than I normally do, so that's how you know I'm a true grandma. Comment below and let me know what is the most grandma thing you do, like normally in your life, whether it's reading or knitting, crocheting. What's your one grandma guilty pleasure? Ready? Let's get a good crack. Ooh. Oh my gosh, you guys know what I'm obsessed with right now? First of all, slime. I'm obsessed with slime. I just ordered a slime baking kit where you make like a tiramisu, but it's slime and then you like put your fingers into it. I'm absolutely obsessed and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get it in the mail. I've heard that this company takes a long time to send it because they put everything in it. They put like slime eggs that you can crack open and then it's slimy goo that comes out. They put like flour, all this stuff, and then you mix it all together to make your thing. I'm so excited about it. I'm gonna post a TikTok of it once I get it. I can't wait. I feel like I'm in my slime era. Newfound slime lover. The videos are just so satisfying to watch. I almost couldn't find my little whisks. I'm gonna get to mixing everything in, whisking away, and I'll be back once we've made some progress. Okay, so I usually have 2 pro tips. One is to put vanilla extract in it, just like a few little dabs, but I don't have any, but that's just like a common thing. You guys probably know that. Then the second pro tip, this is my little secret, is to add vanilla pudding jello brand into it. You don't need a lot, but you add it to it and it makes it a little bit more like moist. So I literally just like sprinkle like a good amount in there, I guess. I'm gonna be making a bundt cake. And this is how you grease, this is how I grease the pan at least. We do not want anything sticking to the bottom of the pan. It's the worst thing ever when your cake, you're trying to take it out and then it's like half of it is still in the pan. We don't want that. So we take a capful of vegetable oil, spread it all around, but that's not it because that's only greasing the tiny spoon. I'm gonna put a little more. That's only getting like a thin line of it. So then what I do, I grab a little paper towel, crumble it up, and then that spreads it around because like the paper towel doesn't soak up all the oil, so you're able to spread it with the paper towel and spread it on every single crevice. Do not miss a little tiny piece because that could be the thing that destroys your cake. A little taste test because why not? Gorgeous. Dream. What's going on? 40 minutes are on the clock, and now I'm going to get to stitch needling, point something. I gotta figure out what the name of this thing is because I keep saying the wrong thing. All right, on to granny task. I keep wanting to say granny task. On to grandma hobby number 4. This is the final grandma hobby of the video. And I think tomorrow I'll do everything again, but I'll kind of be in the swing of things. So I'll just be like kind of closing out all the things that I've done. But now we're doing, what is this called? Let me tell you. It says embroidery project. It's like I don't know, but I'm seeing like all the details in this and I feel like this is gonna take me forever. But basically this is like a little kit. Also, it's only like $10 at Joann's. So inexpensive. So this is a fun hobby if you're looking for something fun to like add to your to-do list while you're watching TV or whatever. Oh, it shows you like what kind of stitches there are. So there's like a French knot, stem stitch, satin stitch, long and short stitch. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, not the Venn diagram. So basically, what do I do? Okay, I'm gonna take this little tag off. Okay, this seems like the little object you put it in. Loosen the turn screws on the top of the hoop and separate the hoop pieces. Center the printed fabric on the inner hoop. Okay, wait. Center the printed fabric. How do I know which way is... I'm glad my couch has this little like table thing. Look, it's so cute. Gently pull the fabric evenly around the edges until the fabric is tight. Okay, girlies, got the cake. Honestly, it's been cooling for the last like hour and a half as I was trying to cross stitch, and an hour and a half, and I barely got anywhere with my cross stitching, but it's okay. We're gonna come back to it tomorrow. But it's the moment of truth when you see if your bundt cake stuck to the pan. I always do this to like loosen the edges. Honestly, baking this right now is making me miss my grandma. Both my grandmas have passed away, so this kind of sad. Look-y. Hopefully it just comes out. Oh my gosh. So cute. Now we're gonna frost it with our buttercream frosting. Buttercream frosting is so, it's just giving like childhood, you know what I mean? And childhood and grandmahood kind of coincide, I feel like. By the way, it's almost midnight. Yes, the clock is correct. It's almost midnight, and I'm doing this because I'm a psychopath. But I don't want this day to end. I'm like having so much fun. Okay, it's taste test time. I'm gonna cut a tiny little piece on my Christmas cake. Can I talk? It's literally too late. On my Christmas plate. The tiniest sliver. There's just something this is doing to me. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna call it a night, and then we'll rehash everything tomorrow. Start a new book. I'm gonna start a new book probably tonight, but I'll update you in the morning what book that is. And that's about it. So I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. So here's the tea, fellas. Somewhere along the way, I messed up. This always happens to me. This happened to me with my other blanket too. Along the way, I messed up at some point, and now it's just starting to curve so much, and it's so thick, and it's uneven. Like, it's not matching up the way that I want it to. I've decided, it's a hard decision to make, but my fellow crocheters will know it's a decision. It's a hard decision we often have to come to. I've decided to restart. Oh, Dream's here. To literally unravel this whole thing, and it's so sad, but I think it's necessary for the longevity of my blanket before I get too far in. Like, I'm at the point right now, I was only 3 rows in. You can restart and be okay. By the way, got my Dunkin'. I haven't had Dunkin' in a long time. There's no Dunkin' Donuts super close to me. There was one literally like across the street I would only get Dunkin' Donuts for the rest of my life. Since it's not close, I have to settle for other things, but Dunkin' Donuts really is the coffee that I want every single day. I'm also gonna restart the chain. So when you're crocheting, you have to start with a chain, and the chain is like super easy. You just like basically keep going like that. And it starts like the base of your, whatever you're crocheting. But I was filming for this and for TikTok when I started the chain, and so I kept stopping at a random number. I have to have 75 chains, and I kept stopping at a random number so that I could reset up my camera for TikTok or whatever. And because of that, I lost track, and I think I might not have done 75 chains. And that will just start you off bad anyway. I'm gonna come back to you. I'm not gonna have the pressure of filming this part. I'm gonna come back to you when I get back to the point that I just was at, if that makes sense. Finally getting the hang of it. Look at my little butterfly. I'm so excited. I just don't know what to do with this little part, the little flower, but we'll figure it out. You guys, the freaking thing came out and I can't get it back in because these little threads are so small. I'm about to talk about it all, but like, this task is so frustrating. Okay kids, it's time to wrap things up. This video has been so much fun to me, honestly. I've just had a great time doing grandma things. Like I said before, I do grandma things all the time. Like crocheting, I had already started a few months ago. I've been reading for a few years now. The only really new thing I did was cross stitching. And let me tell you, I don't know if it's a hobby I'm going to necessarily continue. As I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow, this is gonna look so beautiful once I'm done. In 30 years, I will say that I did not love cross stitching as much as I wanted to. There's also something else that I want to try that Kinsey Elizabeth, she's a YouTuber, she does it. And it's not exactly this, but it's similar to it, but it's like on a plastic thing. And she like pokes something through it, but it seems a little bit more simpler than this and a little bit more like therapeutic. This honestly just stressed me out. Trying to get the needle through the thread is absolutely impossible because the needle is so tiny. Actually doing the thing takes forever. Like I've probably spent about 4 hours on this and this is all that I've gotten. So this is definitely something I'm just gonna pick up when I'm extremely bored and like watching reality TV and need something to do. Obviously crocheting, I love so much. This is so far what I have of my blanket. And this honestly takes a long time too. Like the fact that this is all that I have is crazy, but the more that you go, you can just start to see your progress. And it's so soft and so fun. And I just love crocheting. Like this truly is something that I think I will continue forever. I'm excited to finish this blanket and then crochet something maybe a little bit more advanced or something. Like I could just see my crochet career going on forever, honestly. Then we have baking. This is my cake that I made and it's halfway gone because my family has been eating it. I've honestly only had that one piece that I tried on camera, but I think I'm about to have another piece now. I'm about to go get a Dunkin' Donuts coffee and maybe have a piece of cake. Baking is another thing that I've loved for years now, so it's nothing new, but I kind of want to start some kind of series, maybe put it in a vlog or something, of me baking like new things. So maybe like, I made an apple pie for the first time for Thanksgiving last year, and that was really fun and came out good, and I wish that I like recorded more of it, but maybe like making stuff like that, like a tiramisu or I don't know, something a little more advanced. Grandma Hobbies Extreme. Maybe we should do that, an extreme grandma hobbies video. And then last but not least, my favorite grandma hobby ever is reading. I've been reading for about 3 years now, like reading consistently as an adult for about 3 years now. And yeah, it's just something that I love so much. It's honestly what inspired this video because it was like every time I tell my friends like, oh, it's a Friday night and I'm just in bed reading, they're like, you're such a grandma. So it's like, okay, let's take that to the next level. But in this video, I finished Funny Story. I told you my thoughts on that. Absolutely loved it. 4.5 star for me. And then I started reading The Partner Plot by Christina Forrest. Honestly, I didn't finish reading a lot of that because I had to start editing this video and my sister had graduation and things just got crazy, but I'm about 100 pages into that. And I just love Christina Forrest's writing. So it's another incredible read and I'm really excited about it. It goes like back and forth, past and present timeline. Is it past and present? Like a little bit. They just keep like recalling memories from their past. Oh my gosh, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I just want to sit down and read it. It's so cutesy. Yeah, I'm excited to finish that. And then I was also listening to the audiobook of Crying in an H Mart. Honestly, it's just fun to have an audiobook to listen to, especially when you're doing like crafts and stuff like this, because you can feel like you're getting like more books around. I'm still reading that and I'm about halfway into that. So honestly, probably in the next vlog that you see, I post bookish content every Wednesday and vlogs every Saturday. And I think in the next vlog that you see, I should have finished both of those books and I'm excited to talk about them with you. That's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if I inspired you to pick up any grandma hobbies. I feel like we're just in this trend of people loving to do grandma things. I also want to go to a bingo. Okay, honestly, I need to do a grandma extreme video. There's a place close to my house that does bingos every Thursday, and I think I'm gonna go next week, so I'm excited. But yeah, let me know what let me know what grandma hobbies you pick up from this video, and let me know what your favorite thing to watch me do in this video was. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.